sitting where you were sitting right now, thinking to myself, being in a place of being depressed, thinking, oh my goodness, I hope this is true. I hope this works for me, because I needed money so badly. So my name is Lizelle. I'm a mother of 3 daughters, and I've always worked hard my entire life. You can put in the comments there, if you have worked hard, has it ever made you rich? Because working hard, that I was told, never made me rich, my friend. Because I was divorced many, many years ago, I had to look after my 2 children, and I had no one to help me. And although I got remarried, that pressure of having to look after them, paying for their varsity fees coming up, their school fees, everything. And because I've got daughters, I don't know if any of you have, it's a lot of money. So the stress was high. And in COVID, I was working for a corporate company, and everyone was passing away around me. And it was at that stage where I decided, you know what, there is more to life. I do not want to work every single day. I want to be able to work smarter, not harder. I want to be able to be there for my kids. But here's the mistake I made that hopefully you are not going to make. I went on my own, and I tried a little business on my own, did some courses online, opened up my own little beauty salon. And I thought I was going to be flexible because I've got my own business now, and I thought I would make a lot of money, and I didn't. I ended up having to work more to be able to earn more money. And I remember my kids never seeing me. We were in a new town, they were in a new school, and at home when I came at night, I didn't have any energy left. So if you are working a 9 to 5, or you have been, and you know what it feels like to be exhausted, you're going to know exactly what I'm talking about. I feel there's a lot of pressure on women today anyway, to be able to be everything. You need to be the doctor, you need to be the provider, you need to be the mother, you need to be everything, right? And when I was in my beauty salon, I was really praying for a way out of my circumstances. That tonight, where you are sitting, or today, depending on where you are sitting, while I was watching these people telling me about how you can make money by working 2 hours a day, it was like, oh my goodness, I hope this is true, because I so wanted, but it all sounded so good to be true, because I was still in my old mindset. I was still in the old way of doing things where there was no phones, I mean, look at your cell phone that you're using in your phone right now. It gets upgraded every year. Technology is moving forward. Social media is moving forward. Everything is going online. So back in 2023, I was looking for a way to make an income online because I needed more income, but I didn't have a lot of time. And this one day, this lady came into my salon. I live in a very small town, by the way. It's like Jeffreys Bay, South Africa, next to the sea, but it's just so small. And she came into my salon, and she paid like a lot of money for treatments for her face. And I was like, what do you do for a living? I mean, we live in a small town. There's no way you can earn this type of money in Jeffreys Bay. And she's like, well, I do digital marketing. And I was like, okay, what is that? And I felt so embarrassed because I had no clue what digital marketing was. And then the funny thing was, she didn't even answer me immediately. She was like enjoying her treatment. And afterwards, I was like texting her, please send me some more info. And then she invited me to a webinar like this. And it was on this webinar that I've heard all these stories. And I remember Amy, you're probably going to hear from her as well, a mother that was working 2 jobs. And she took this on as a 3rd job because she also needed extra income. And I was sitting there thinking to myself, Lizelle, stop making the excuse of you don't have time. If she can put in 2 hours a day to change her life, then you can do it as well. And I started. And when I started with this, guys, I started with a big commitment. I huddled my family together and I said to them, you know what, around the kitchen table, I am going to start this online business. If someone else can do it, I can do it. I'm not even asking for $1 million, because everyone that time I heard was making millions. And I was like, okay, it sounds a little bit too good to be true, but if I can just make 20,000 Rand a month, which is about $1,000, $1,200 a month, I was happy. I don't care about making the millions. I just want to breathe financially. And I started with this, say to my family, I'm going to commit to 2 hours in the evening. Mama is not going to be available in the evenings. And guys, I started, and I said to myself, I'm going to give myself a month to do the training, plug in, get to know everything as much as possible as I can. And then January, hopefully, I can start with my 2-hour workday, and I can do it easily than when I started. And that's exactly what happened. From January, Michelle, which you are looking at right now, she's our mentor. She gives us daily videos. We do a 90-day run every single quarter inside this community, where she gives you daily videos, and she asks you, what is your goal? You don't have to have the million. You hear a lot of people are making a lot of money, but maybe you just want to make $1,000 a month. And she asked you, what is this goal for the next 90 days? And I put the goal and I said to myself, well, I'm going to skip the 90-day thing. I'm going to go for the goal on June. I want to make R1 million South African rand by June. And I said it, I put it in my calendar, and lo and behold, when it came June, I made my R1 million South African rand. I already made $100,000. So I'm a six-figure earner in US dollars now this past month, in 7 months within this program. And it's really not because I wanted to make that money. I was actually just after my own time. Because since I've been a mother, I've wanted to be a stay-at-home mom. And I had to look at other moms not missing times with their children. I had to look at other moms being at the parent meetings where I couldn't be. I had to look at other moms telling me about the concerts and about what's going on school, because I didn't know what was going on in school because I was never there, because I always had to work and always had to either pay someone to do it or ask my husband to do it. And I was just fed up of doing that, but I did not know what I did not know. So if you are sitting here tonight and you are that mother or that father and you are so tired of living on the grind, you are tired of always having to make excuses to your children, feeling that guilt that never goes away, sleeping at night, waking up during the night thinking, oh my goodness, I don't know even how I'm going to get through the end of this month. And you are grumpy around your children, not because they did something wrong, because you are stressing. This is really something for you to look at, because this is just the future. It's not a magic pill. It's just the future. It is like your phone is upgrading every year and everything is going smoother and faster and quicker. This is just a way of working smarter and not harder. And one thing that I can leave you with tonight is you can go and start your own online business. You can go to YouTube Varsity, like Michelle says. You can go try it on your own. But I can promise you, you're going to burn your fingers. You're going to probably feel frustrated because you're going to spend a lot of money and a lot of time, and you're going to wait until you can get that return on investment. Where the problem or the thing with me and the rest of us is we could earn this type of money, what seems to you like a short period of time, because we already had a full-on done-for-you system when we started. The website was done. The plan was done. I just had to follow step by step a 2-hour workday, which was heaven for me because I was already busy.
Ready to learn more? Put me in the comments and I would absolutely love to get you the information.